got, oh my God, 2%, 1%.
Oh, wow, you're
Is
done,
Oh, he
sir.
didn't make it.
You are
He
done.
did not make it.
Oh!
Nah. Oh, Tom, steal my girlfriend.
What? Tom's got game,
Upset.
man.
Oh!
He had one! He blew himself. No, that was me. He did it himself.
Oh my God!
Neil killed himself.
Number 10.
Goodness. Damn, Tom, how are you in there and not playing? I don't understand. Oh no!
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh! Ammo! Already have ammo!
It's on fire within the first like 10 seconds. Oh no!
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
And that is right. That is right. We are live. I'm Nick Aragon. That's young Kyle Fox. And up there, I think it's that way or that way, is Nik Kostik, the creator of Albert and Otto. Not just the creator. Well, first of all, thank you for joining us all the way from New York. I know my battery is fantastic. My mic is all great, so let's reset this. Because Neo was yelling at me from the other room about my microphone. I'm Nick Aragon, this is Kyle Fox. Nik Kostik, the creator of Albert and Otto, is live on Skype from New York, giving us a preview of this game that comes out in 2 days, October 28th.
That's right.
Fantastic.
How's it going,
guys? I hope you can at least hear us in real time if you can't see us in real time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I can hear you in real time.
Okay, fantastic. I was taking a look at this game, see, that's a great thing when you're doing interviews, I guess, is research is what it's called. This is called research on our end. And it's really interesting. It's beautiful to look at. I think that's the best part about it is how because I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Kyle
I
has.
have.
Just looking at it instantly, I fell in love with the graphics. I saw a bunny rabbit, and I saw, I'm assuming is Albert, or those are two protagonists?
That's right, yeah. But the bunny is Otto and the guy is Albert, the protagonist.
Okay, awesome. So Kyle's going to start us out here. If you guys are just joining us here live at Twin Galaxies Live on tglive.com, either or, you can check out Albert and Otto yourself at albertandotto.com, and you can follow them. All the information you can see right in the overlay that you need to do. The game comes out October 28th on Steam. And is this going to be episodic, or is it all in this one encapsulated version?
Yeah. Well, no, it's going to be. This version is a game in its own. But in terms of the story is going to be episodic. So this is only episode 1 of the story, and there's going to be 4 episodes in total. But it's going to stand as its own game with its own sort of ending.
That's great news to know that we're going to get 3 more parts.
We get more.
You get more, and more is always better. And you don't have to wait for an Albert and Otto 2. You get just parts. You get basically 4 parts.
Exactly. And what I was trying to do is, I saw myself trying to cram in a lot of content to sort of meet the release deadline. And I started compromising on stuff. I started compromising on the puzzles. And then I thought, you know what, let me just do this so that every episode can be polished and it can be perfect. And, we can build like a community around the game. And sort of give the people more than I could have otherwise as a one-man team.
That sounds like a good strategy. You can go ahead and hit...
New game or resume?
Oh, go ahead. We can start with the new game. So you can see the cool opening. I love the cinematics.
I didn't know if we wanted to show that.
No, that you're a professional game player. Okay. Young Kyle Fox is a professional gamer here. Professional on-camera gamer, right?
Yes.
Anybody who's in the chat, feel free to give us your questions. I know that this is Twitch, and Twitch, a lot of people come and go. So if we sound a little redundant to each other, or if you've been watching this whole time, I apologize. But Nick, I'll let you just field the first question. It makes the most sense. What is Albert and Otto? And Otto, that would be the car version. This one is OTTO, and it is Albert and Otto. OTTO. Could you just tell us about the game? Like a brief intro about what's going on. What are we even looking at?
Cool. So it's a 2D puzzle platformer. It was inspired by some of Tim Burton's earlier work, like his stop-motion films. So it's like this really dark and twisted story. It starts off as a classic video game story. Like you got this damsel in distress that you must save, but then soon as you play the game, early on you find out that it's not really as they seem, and you start to question if the hero is really the good guy of the story or not. So it kind of takes that conventional narrative and flips it on its head. And then you get this little bunny. You find this little bunny that you kind of got to work together with. So you can leave him to hold down pressure pads for you, and it gives you special abilities. So you've got abilities when you hold him. You can double jump, for example. You can levitate objects. But then sometimes you've got to leave him behind to solve solve
You don't leave him behind like Yoshi though, and then he's okay. At least he comes back. I always feel bad when your NPC gets left behind and is sacrificed for the sake of the puzzle.
Now I have not.
You have to go. Yeah.
No, go ahead, Kyle.
I was just gonna say, how fast should I be running through the game? Because I did get a chance to mess around with it.
Oh, you know the puzzles, right?
No. Only a little bit. I have not played through all of this. So I definitely want to pan it out.
No, I think the pace is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'll be alright. I mean, it's pretty simple in the beginning, but it gets quite difficult. So
Kyle thought this part was really hard. That's weird. I thought you were a pro gamer, Kyle.
Listen, no game has ever challenged me ever.
So maybe a little. We literally are just starting this game, and this is my first. Aside from the trailer and a couple YouTube videos, this is my first sight of actual live gameplay. It looks amazing, running at 1080p here on our 55-inch screen. It looks great.
Wow, you have to.
I have to put it over. We have to put it over. But so this question may be a little too early. But how are we? How long should we expect between the episodes that come out?
That's a tricky question. Or that's a good question. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be 2 to 3 months. Again, I don't want to. The reason I wanted to do the episodes is because I didn't want to compromise on the quality. So, I mean, this game has been in development so far for about a year. But now that the core mechanics are in and everything's in, now it's just about creating new puzzles and new content and adding story to it. So should be about 2 to 3 months between episodes.
That's great. That sounds about
but
right.
Again,
What is this going for? Do you buy all 4 episodes at one time? Is it 1 episode at a time?
Right. At the moment, it's 1 episode at a time. It's
Okay.
$4.99 for the first episode.
That's it?
I would like to do a deal for all of them, but first, I just wanted to see how the response is for the first episode and how things go. I mean, I haven't thought of that much, but probably it would be a good idea to offer, all episodes for lower price if somebody wants to purchase up front.
Of course. So I want to say hello to a couple people in the chat. WPB Girl, God's Went Crazy, Side Royce. I have a Mac because it is awesome. These questions, it's Twitch. It's the Twitch viewing audience. So $4.99 per episode, that's a great deal. And how has the response been to the trailers? Has anybody else gotten a chance to play this? And what kind of feedback are you seeing?
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing great feedback. We've been to PAX East, been to PAX Prime now in Seattle. Obviously, we had it up on Greenlight as well. Well, basically how it started first, I started making this game. It was just a couple of puzzles that I put together. And, I showed a few friends. They really liked it. It was just meant to be sort of side, but then I stuck it up onto Steam Greenlight, and it got greenlit in like 5 days, and the response was just overwhelming. And that, I think, more than anything else, sort of motivated me to kind of push forward and release it again. And since then, the response has just been amazing from PAX and from from the media we've had so far. So
And you have a community,
release, right?
You have a community growing behind the game, or
Yeah.
was that community there before they probably just saw the look of it and was like, yeah, I need to follow this game?
Exactly, yeah. That's pretty much how it happens.
What do you think, Kyle?
So we do have
Everything past now is stuff I have not played.
Oh, so
yet.
now Kyle is.
So now I have to.
So Kyle starts playing this.
focusing, all right.
Let me. I'm gonna give an observation here about Kyle Fox.
Listen.
He's like, I don't want to beat the whole game in like 10 minutes. Should I slow down a little bit?
Shut up.
And now, literally the tutorial, and now he's at a spot
Whoa.
where he hasn't seen the
Whoa,
solution, and he's a
whoa.
little stuck. And so,
Oh, that's right. I can leave him. Hold on.
but you're stuck on the button still. I don't know, my video's a bit delayed here.
oh yeah, you can see it on.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry, Kyle's gonna be stuck at the same spot for the next.
No, I will not. I have
the next 30
I have
minutes.
already conquered the puzzle.
He's at the first puzzle so
Listen.
far in the game.
I've already defeated that puzzle.
Give us your impressions, young Kyle Fox.
I like it. I see now. I want to go. I'm very young, so I have not seen any Tim Burton stop motion films. but now
Nightmare
I want
Before
to.
Christmas.
What? See, no, I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
But
does that count?
It's a Tim Burton stop motion film.
Yeah, that came much later. I don't know if you
that's-
guys seen like Vincent or like some of his student work is really great.
See, that's
He
what-
does this like black and white, really twisted, dark. I mean, as he does now, but
He's gone to the depth of film world.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know about Nightmare Before Christmas. But
Well,
that's not what he's referring to.
That's why Nik Kostik is going to be, if not already, award-winning game developer, making beautiful games, and you and I just play them. That's
Listen.
the difference.
Okay, so I can go in this
He has researched, and he has put a lot of thought and time into this game. I can't tell right now, but is Otto alive?
The little bunny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
he's not at this very moment. He's not. But that's not to say that he won't.
He
come
can't
to
be
life
electrified
later.
or something, or imbued
Yeah.
with a soul.
He's not. Yeah, he's not just an inanimate object. So he does. He does come to life later on in the game.
Interesting.
But that'll mostly be in episode 2, more of his kind of story and his where you get to control him.
Okay, so
Kyle's trying to figure out this
hold on.
tower puzzle here.
Just give me a second.
No, the longer that
I think
it
I'm
takes you to figure
about a
this out.
minute behind here.
Yeah, the Twitch feed will definitely be a little far behind on your end. If you're watching from Twitch, the Skype feed, if you wanted to, we wouldn't mind if you flipped your phone around and then you'd be able to see in real time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe I think that's better because I feel like I'm watching old footage. Hang on.
Oh no, don't worry. Like I said, Kyle's gonna be stuck on the same spot. So if you commentated, no matter what, it's always gonna be the same.
Listen. I think for the viewers,
Okay.
it's all the same, though, right?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Well, I flipped it now. Okay. There we go.
Well,
That's
that's-
better. We should put it up a little bit.
All right, so now you should be able to see
Up a little bit.
in the real time.
Oh yeah. That's much better.
Yeah, and looks the exact same, does. You look great on our
Cool.
end still. We even got
Sorry,
a big,
the
we got a big
the camera
picture
skill
view
got
behind
this-
me as well.
awesome. Got this ghetto rig here. It's like an iPhone strapped with sellotape to to a tripod.
Okay, I was wondering what that original noise was. So for $4.99 per episode, you guys can actually watch some brand new clips. I think you guys got a couple videos on your YouTube channel. But albertinato.com is a beautiful website, and it shows you basically everything that you need to know about the game without it actually being spoiled. This comes out on October 28th, you said, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's
It's
Wednesdays.
like in 2 days, yeah.
And I'm not sure, but if we have, well, Prankster says he's new at Twitch. Well, welcome to the chat, Prankster. I'm not sure if we have any codes. Was that something that we had? We had 2 codes?
I think, did we send in codes?
Yeah, I believe I have them.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's something I just wanted to
You
make
got
sure.
them? Yeah.
I didn't want to get people too excited about free. You say free, you say free anywhere on the internet,
Okay.
and people go crazy. Okay, Kyle.
I want to say something. I have to die here, and it's because I messed up. But I'm not dying on accident.
Wait,
It's
wait,
on
wait.
purpose.
Are you
Yeah,
okay?
You do have to die. I wasn't
Ouch.
gonna help you, but yeah, there we go.
Okay. I know how to do it now, and I will not make the same mistake.
So you sort of learn by dying quite a lot of the times. I think you may be making the same mistake.
No, what I brought Otto last. Okay, hold on. Everyone, hold on.
This is interesting to watch the young mind
Oh, whoa,
churn.
okay.
New synapses are being formed
No,
right now.
okay.
It,
I thought I already killed him.
Oh, I thought he was taking you
Listen, hold
away to somewhere.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me just deal with him. Okay.
Just deal with him.
Oh, okay.
There's a thing down there. You can grab that.
Yeah, there's a sparkly thing, but I don't need the sparkly thing.
You want this part?
I need to make this. So this gear right there moves while that is being right, and then that white wheel can be pushed. The problem is, if I jump down here, I can't make that jump without Otto. So
Sounds like we all need an auto in our life, you know? It's like a metaphor. It's like a metaphor for life. I imagine while Kyle tries to figure this out,
yeah, see,
which is great. This is entertaining to watch. I'm only picking on Kyle because he's young Kyle Fox, and us older people have to pick on him. I imagine this isn't your first foray into game development.
oh, it is.
Really?
Yeah, very first. The thing is, and it's not, you know, it might sound impressive, like this is your first game, but I mean, I've been doing design, and I've been involved in sort of the art side for a very long time.
Oh, yeah, you can tell you've been involved in art.
So, yeah. So, but this is my first ever game. I've sort of been in development for about a year now.
That is, I wouldn't say that it might sound impressive. That definitely is impressive, because I was just assuming that this is something you've been doing for a while, making games. Because it seems like the controls are tight, everything's figured out.
Controls are good.
It's definitely got an innovative shooting mechanic, and it's got great puzzles. Because, well, I mean, Kyle's no.
Listen, I've already solved this puzzle. I'm already champion.
He's making
we
it
go.
happen. He's making it happen.
Whoa.
So, so what made you want to? I mean, you
what I
did
did.
make a couple puzzles, and you said you made a couple puzzles, and the community really inspired you to go through with finishing, going through with it. But what made you want to make some puzzles on your computer? Like, because that's basically what it was, just like a easy demo, right?
Yeah. It was, but also I'm originally a filmmaker, so I went to film school, made a couple of short films and stuff. And the story of Albert and Otto is something I've been wanting to tell for a long time. And originally it was meant to be a film, but I felt that that it would be better conveyed as a game, because I wanted the player to sort of have a choice in the story. It kind of hung in this choice that you have at the end. Sort of, I wanted the player to kind of get their hands dirty and to make some choices in it. I felt it would work better that way. So I started toying around with making a video game. I didn't know how to make a video game, so this was the kind of first. It wasn't meant to be this, you know. It was just the kind of first test, but it kind of evolved from there. And I didn't think it was going to be good enough. My first game was going to be good enough to tell the story, but it turned out that it was. So yeah, I just went with it.
That's great. That's interesting because, you know, I imagine making, I don't know what would be more difficult. If you were to make this as a film, you would want it to have been stop motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, or animated.
Yeah, definitely. But this, I mean, I imagine it's a lot of hard work to get the game off the ground, but then once you have your tools in the game to animate, the game engine itself animates the story. And it also allows, you know, the player, like you said, to be a part of those difficult decisions and almost be making
Exactly.
them themselves.
It's in a lot of ways it's the same, but in a lot of ways it's completely different from filmmaking, because in filmmaking you're sort of showing the audience something, and in a game you have to kind of step back and let them discover things for themselves, and you can use, you know, subtle little hints throughout the game, music and stuff like that, because they're playing for a much longer time, so it's easier to get the player kind of involved emotionally, invested emotionally in it.
So this is all everything. You are taking every hat and wearing it for the creation of this game.
Oh yeah, except for the music.
Okay.
I have someone helping me with that. I kind of suck at that.
Oh, Kyle is now dead. That
Okay,
was
so every time a
violent.
button is pressed, listen, he set me up.
Well, that was the idea, is to set you
Listen,
up.
he set me up.
So do you have any of, have you done film animation before? You have like short movies online or anything?
Yeah, I don't know if they're still online, and I don't know if I want to like show people. But yeah, I've done a few short films. Went to like the Berlin Film Festival with one. So yeah, you know, just like student work, nothing really serious. You know, films like games. You know, it's hard to make money with. So
Where did you learn to actually like develop and design? I mean, outside of the design, there's a lot of, you know, crunching and grinding in order to make.
Yeah.
What tools were you using for this, and how quickly were you able to adapt?
Oh
to
well, sure. It's made in Unity, and I just kind of Googled everything from the beginning. You know, it was literally like open it up and say how to make a character move. You know, that's how it started. And then it's kind of, but it, you know, it's a lot of work. It's like every single day for the last year. You know, like putting in 5, 6, 7 hours. So. Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error, but I strongly feel, I don't know if it applies to everybody, but you know, if you're a gamer and you know what a game should feel like, it's easy to sort of play around until your game starts to feel like that.
That makes sense.
So yeah,
especially if you've played a lot, you have a lot of, it's just internal reference that you're like, no, I don't think that my thumb, like this isn't right. And you can find that sweet spot.
Exactly. So you wouldn't know how to do it, you know, off the top of your head, but it's like a trial and error. So yeah, it's not difficult. It's just time consuming. You know, and just a lot of like learning how, like in the beginning, you know, when I designed most of the puzzles, I'd get people to play them and they would instantly break it. They just break the game. They just wouldn't do what I want them to do, and it would be so frustrating. But you slowly start to think like the player when you're designing. So. Yeah, it's like a process. It's helped a lot to have it back and watch people play, which is really an amazing experience. Just watch someone play a game. It's I can't
Otto can't be crushed.
So Otto can't be crushed. Did you just learn that?
Yeah, or else it's game over.
It's game over if Otto dies as well.
Yeah.
So you can't just leave him on a button like you want to.
Well, I thought he'd be cool with it.
You know, he'd be cool with it.
Yeah, I thought he'd be cool with it. Oh no, that was definitely all 3.
I like the art style of his boss. He's got like a little.
He's definitely got a.
He's got a scar. He's got like a Harry Potter scar on his forehead.
Oh, he wasn't on the middle.
He's not in the middle. If you guys are just joining us in the chat, I see there's about 450 of you right now watching. Yeah, I know. Albert Otto is blow up. Huge. His first game. If you're just joining us, that's Nik Kostik. He's the creator, designer, the everything of this game, except for the music. You got some help on that. And your brother is helping you get this game out in the world?
Yeah, exactly, because I'm just kind of sitting here working on the game, so there's no way, you know, I can like tweet or speak to anybody. I haven't spoken to my own mother for like a month. So
well, that's the people in Twitch can relate to that, but they're just playing the games. They're not actually making them.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa!
There we go. We're getting somewhere. But yeah, he sort of like keeps everything together and keeps it from falling apart, and make sure that I can sort of function. And
So you guys are just a family like tag team taking on this whole video game world for the first time.
Yeah. Well, we've worked together forever. Everything we've worked on up till now, we've worked on together. So we complement each other very well because I'm like the creative guy, the guy that gets all the work done, and he's more of on the business side.
He's the responsible one, looking out for you.
Yeah.
Making sure you get some sleep.
One.
He's like, I gotta feed this guy. I gotta make sure he sleeps. Who's the older brother?
Exactly. He's the older brother.
He's the old. Okay, that makes sense. He's got the kid brother has all the fun while he makes sure the bills are paid, making sure the rent's paid.
That is exactly what's happening. Yeah.
That's fantastic, though. It seems to be working. Not Zelda Gaming is very excited for this game, and that's good. We were excited to play it, and we get it 2 days early. So, what else do you want to? Is anything else going to be? Are we playing the final version of the game? Is there anything else? I see that you're updating it because we got an update right before we went on, which is funny because that was probably you. You're Skyping in, you're working all hard, and it's like, oh, an update for the game. It's like, oh, there he is updating his game in our Skype window right there.
I was just.
Yeah, I just did an update like a few minutes before I called. Yeah, it's like, once it's live and you realize, okay, people are going to be playing this in 2 days' time, like your mindset changes, and then you start to notice a lot of things that you've done that you sort of left,
Yeah.
a lot of polish and stuff. So it's going to be up to the last minute. We're going to be updating it. But at the moment, I think I'm very happy with it.
Are you gonna take a 6-month vacation, or after when it comes out?
The thing is, I always thought I'd be excited for the game to come out. Now I'm just excited that I can play other games. 'Cause I haven't played games in a long time, and that's what I'm looking forward to. It's not it's not reading the reviews or whatever. I just want to chill out and play games for a bit. But I'm sure soon enough I'll be back working on the next one.
Yeah, you got to get back to work on episode 2.
Yeah.
It will never end, but that's a good thing, and I hope that's a good problem to have. If you guys are just joining us, this is Albert and Otto. The release is October 28th on Steam. Will this be on Mac as well as PC, or just PC for Steam?
Yeah, PC and Mac.
Oh, awesome. So see that you guys were asking, why do I have a Mac?
That's why.
That's why. It's because I can play awesome games like Albert and Otto at my desk and pretend like I'm editing videos, and but I'm actually making video games. I know that's what
That's not what?
If you guys go to albertandotto.com, you'll be able to find out everything you need to know about the game. But right now, you're actually getting an exclusive first look live Twitch stream with Kyle Fox here and myself, Nick Aragon. Kyle's on this boss. So
He's kicking my ass.
explain for Kyle, Nick, if you can, and for the viewers, because the viewers might not be able to understand what he's trying to do here. How exactly should he handle this?
I know what to do.
No, it's for the Twitch viewers.
Cool.
It's for the Twitch viewers.
Yeah, so this was like the bosses were inspired by a lot of the bosses of Mario Galaxy and stuff. So they all have their sequence. So you're basically not, you're not fighting a boss, you're fighting the puzzle.
Yeah.
In a way. So it's got its own sequence. You kind of gotta remember his sequence and what he does. And I think you already figured out how to get him on the head. So I can't see Otto though. The screen's really small.
He's wearing Otto right now.
Yeah.
That was the luckiest.
So kind of.
It was all skill.
Okay, so you gotta step on all 3 buttons at one time.
That's right. So you gotta get the boss to hold down one. Otto will hold down the other and up the third.
So you're basically making the boss hurt himself. There you go. No miss. He ducked. He dodged it. You're too slow.
So you've gotta preempt the attack. So you gotta have, as soon as the laser's done, you gotta leave Otto already on the button.
Oh, so I can't try to do this fast.
Yeah, I don't think you'll make it. You could maybe, I don't know, but you gotta do it really fast. So if you wait for that, you leave him on the left and run to the middle. Yeah.
I've been doing it too hard.
Yeah, because you can make them smash the middle one,
There we go.
and then you're right next to that one.
Now it's gonna do something new that I'm not expecting.
Kyle was trying to make the game harder than it
I
needed to
got
be,
you.
Listen,
because his skill level is so high.
that's right. I'm so good that
You wanted to make the game harder than it needed to be. Limbo 2, Parker Lewis.
There we go. An inverted limbo.
See, that's what I was saying. You
White and
know,
black.
yeah, the characters in Limbo were black. The characters in Limbo were black, and the backgrounds lit him up, and he was like a silhouette. For this character, is white, and then, but Otto is actually like blood red.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa! You got
Whoa.
you literally got smashed into
there.
pieces there.
Whoa. There.
Speaking of breaking games, Kyle just
I didn't
broke
break
it.
the game. That was all intentional physics.
That was Kyle doing what no other gamer possibly could. So had you, what outside of, you said you were inspired by the Tim Burton's early work, Kyle. What other games did you had to have been inspired by gameplay and other video games. Like what were you playing and what are some of your favorites that wanted you to get into games?
Yeah, well, what inspired this game in particular, and the puzzles and the way it works, and one of my favorite games of all time. It's probably a really unpopular opinion, but it's Super Mario Galaxy 2. And that's, in terms of this game, that's what inspired it the most. But
Super Mario Galaxy 2 is an awesome game, by the way. I don't want to hear any huff.
Yeah.
Oh, no, on Twitch, or from Kyle, or for anybody.
I never
Super Mario
played it. I
Galaxy
never
2
played
is
it.
awesome. That's a great game.
I don't know. I think that game is near perfect.
I agree. But I'm a Nintendo.
So that was a big influence.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, Zelda games, obviously. You know. I don't know, but I think probably what kind of got me into making video games is like I don't know if you guys played Braid
Yeah.
and Bastion.
Yeah.
Those are two of my favorite games of all time, and those were the ones that kind of sparked my interest in making video games.
All right, that's it.
And I think
There's a sense of humor to, I think there's a sense of humor to Braid personally, but there's definitely a sense of humor to Bastion as well. I saw that sense of humor in the trailer I was watching for Albert and Otto, and I appreciated that. That was something that was, it's a nice addition when, I don't want to say it's like, oh, it's self-aware, but it is self-aware and it's fun and in a good way. Just like Parker Lewis says, he didn't want to offend, but the game reminded him of Limbo, and he says that is a good thing. Because
definitely. I mean, that game is amazing. That game looks amazing as well. Yeah, there is a lot of humor, and I think it's to offset the really dark and twisted story, you know, because it is a video game at the end of the day. I don't want to take myself seriously. I didn't want to kind of tell the story, and it's set in pre-World War II Germany. And there's all this kind of serious subject matter going on, but you know, it is a video game at the end of the day. It's cool to like burn sheep and you know, feed it to piranhas and stuff. I don't know if you guys will get to that part in this playthrough. It doesn't look like it.
Oh, so see, the worries. Kyle Fox, young Kyle Fox, was worried to blow through this game too quick.
Yes,
we're not gonna. We're not
really
gonna
focus there. Sorry.
We're not gonna spoil anything about where it's going. Again, guys, if you're just joining us on Twitch, I know there's some new people in the chat. This is Albert and Otto. You can find out more about albertandotto.com. Find out more about it there. You can also follow Albert and Otto on Twitter. And I did do it. Yes, I did. And like, I did it.
You didn't do it.
I did
it.
it. No,
You did nothing.
I saw
Plot.
Okay, we got a cutscene here. See, he magically went into your backpack.
Okay, hold on. Plot.
But he's not moving. Unity's plot.
We were just in a cutscene. Good plot.
This Unity engine looks great, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Well, I guess it's what you do with it that makes it look
Whoa!
Yeah, I was about to say. What do you mean the Unity engine? No, it's easy. It's so it's so accessible for guys starting out in game development.
And was well, Unity runs on the iPhone as well, right? And iOS and Android. Is that something you've been thinking about? I'm not. You know what? I'm getting way ahead.
Yes,
He still has 3 more episodes to make, and I'm like, I wanted to take it with me. I want it everywhere.
No, but that's the thing, because it's so easy to port. So easy to port from Unity. I'm going to be doing a port of this for the Xbox as soon as it's out. That's almost done already.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I think mobile. Mobile will have to. I'm still not convinced it can, with the controls, because you're using both sticks and stuff. So if I can come up with a good solution for that, I'll definitely go for mobile. But I don't want to do, a lot of guys do ports for mobile, but the controls are just not.
Yeah, they're never
great.
actually there. You might have to actually change, like the scheme where you touch that box and you literally just put the box where you want to with your finger, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, that makes
And I'm also debating whether, and I don't know what you guys' opinion is on this, but whether people want more kind of serious games on their phones, or if it's just for something quick that you're gonna, play for 5 minutes and leave it.
Well, I'll say,
Okay.
I enjoyed The Walking Dead, but not. It was on a mobile device, but it was a touchscreen mobile device on my Vita. But I don't know about my phone. Because
Exactly.
I think the main thing with the phone, and not to discourage anybody from ever making phone games, because I think it's a great platform for things to happen, because it's always connected. On the PS Vita, if I wanted to play something online, I actually had to go sign in, make sure, get it online, and then use my 3G, and it was terrible. Where my phone, it doesn't matter what I'm playing, it's just I know my phone's going to be online, and there's no Origin sign in or anything weird to sign in. But like when you want to play something, you got to sign in and then sign in again. But something serious like this on the phone, for me at least, is I get interrupted by updates. But Kyle, what were you gonna say about mobile gaming?
Oh, no.
Okay, never mind. He changed his mind.
I'm just trying to get this to do.
But I think that this would be something that I think I'm the minority. A lot of people have longer travel than I do. I'm always driving because I'm in LA, so I'm stuck in a car. But I think, when I played The Walking Dead, I didn't have much going on, and I played it on the mobile, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
If only the Vita had sold a couple more units of the Vita, and that would have been beautiful.
The Vita was a smash hit success.
The Vita was a smash hit success in my heart, but it just not.
Yeah, in everybody's heart. It's a beautiful system.
I love it.
amazing.
Gravity Rush was amazing on the Vita.
Which
is getting a sequel on the PS4, which I'm excited about.
It's a very capable system that I think fits perfectly for games like this, and a lot of games that are on Steam. It felt like it was like a Steam machine, like it was meant for awesome indie games like this.
I now realize that it didn't make sense to do what I was doing because it wasn't supposed to be what I was doing.
Yeah, not at all.
I was just supposed to be making platforms over here, and then going on.
Oh,
that is why what I was doing was hard.
It was a little more complicated than you thought. It was more complicated than it really was. That happens with me in Mario Maker.
See, the second you told me it was a puzzle game, I was like, all right, I got to put my brain to the task.
There's a puzzle here. Literally, you're still in a tutorial level.
You could tell us a little something about these triangles here. That'd be amazing because I see them all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
The sparkly things, as you call them.
Things.
So, yeah. Okay, so those are little collectible pieces that are going to unlock extra puzzles and extra content on your second playthrough. So if you collect all of them, that's what they're going to do. In terms of the story, without revealing too much, they're pieces of a broken mirror that you kind of have to put together, and it will open a door into another area that's going to reveal more about the story. So yeah, so it's basically just for extra content.
This is a dangerous game I'm playing right
This is very dangerous what you're
Yeah.
now. Okay, hold on.
No, I
you
got
don't need all
so
three.
much out of I get so much out of the Mario games because of those little things like that. Because I'm the type of person, I'm like, oh, so I get to collect those. I have to collect all of them, and I'm not moving on with the
Right.
game until I've literally collected all of them I possibly can. I'm like, I'm not moving
Yeah,
on.
I mean, it's kind of a cheap way to add game to the game, you know. But people
No,
love
it's
people love
it's
collecting
a
stuff.
challenge.
So.
I see it as
Yeah,
a challenge.
yeah, exactly.
It's like you put that there, and okay, I'm gonna get it, and then when I get it, I'm gonna be like, that's right, I can play your
Yeah,
game.
to be honest, you know, but that's how everything. That you know, I was embarrassed to admit before, you know, why some of the reasons for having stuff, you know, in the game, and you know, those are just because I wanted to add collectibles. But then I watched the guys that made the Banjo-Kazooie, and they said they invented Kazooie just to give Banjo a way to double jump.
Yeah.
So they just needed a mechanic. So they just invented the character. You know, there was no big story behind it. So I'm like, okay, it's okay. You know, I shouldn't feel embarrassed about creating stuff just for the heck of it.
The
Because these
Kazooie
guys
only
did too.
exists.
Kazooie only exists. That's accurate.
Kazooie only exists, so Banjo can double jump.
Yeah, because he had a bag. Because they said, I think they gave him a bag so because he looked cooler with a bag. But then
Yeah.
they just wanted to put something in the bag. That's kind of what I did here as well with the bunny. But
That's
yeah, then
awesome,
it kind of evolves.
interesting
You know, you
trivia,
add
I think.
story to it, and so.
Well, yeah, you can always add story to something later, as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Exactly.
So it's quite all right. Jen and Rady, where is Jen today?
Jen is off on her vacation.
Yeah, Jen's enjoying.
Betraying us.
Jen is enjoying some much needed time off away from TG Live, and that's why I am here right now in Jen's place, and in Rady's place. I don't even know who that is. In my place
Yeah, who's ready? I don't know.
is Kyle Fox, and we are playing Albert and Otto with Nik Kostik, the creator and everything behind this fabulously wonderful look at game. I never thought of myself as like a Twitch user or Twitch viewer, but then I was like, I just like to watch people play games. And so
Right.
it's nice that you're playing the game for once, and I get to do the talking.
Yeah, right.
And
you wish you
with
could.
Nick. Nick's also got a great name, something him and I have in common
Beautiful name.
is that we have both omitted one letter from Nick. I omitted the K, and you omitted the C, and so we're both
Yeah.
3-letter Nicks, and I like that. How much is this game? Says Vespanot.
Espen. Whoa.
It's $4.99.
$4.99 Vespanot. You got the answer from the man himself who made the game. He's sitting right over there. Now he wasn't here. I thought he was here,
I know
but he's
you
right
lied
there on
to
our
everyone.
screen. This is like a new setup for me. I'm not used to this setup. So he's right over there. So if you guys have any questions for the designer, the developer, the creator, the art director,
The chat here.
Nik Kostik is right there. How's it going, Panokos? That is right, Prototype Raven. I scared them all away.
I've always been here.
What Prototype Raven wants to know, Nick, is that everybody who used to work here is now gone. And I'm going to finally answer that question. Truthfully, I played them all in loser leave town matches in pro wrestling. And they all lost. And by the stipulation of the matches,
Are you kidding me?
they had to leave. So now you guys don't have to worry about that.
Are you kidding me?
Vespanot says he's buying 100 copies and he's going to send it to everyone.
Well, that
Awesome,
is
thank
good
you.
for business. Let's just say that.
It's all caps.
Okay, so excuse me, Rockness.
I'm sorry, Robin. We do have 2 codes. I know we're getting close to the end of the broadcast here.
You're gonna give people codes.
I think
to
we should
play?
give one of them away. What do you think, Nick?
Uh-oh.
Nick's like, no.
He's like,
No.
I think not.
Nick doesn't want to give a code away.
No!
I was just, I was transfixed. I was watching what you're doing. Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Let's
so
give
we
them-
need to make
Wow.
people do something. You can't
Yes.
just get a code. So if you guys want a code, What is?
Well, if you guys want the code, you can solve this puzzle right here.
They're
Tell
never.
them what to do.
We're not going to give any codes then, I guess. Kyle's not going to. No code for Kyle. You guys can follow. You guys go to Albert and Otto on Twitter and give them a follow and give them a tweet about how much you appreciate this game and how it looks. Say something positive and give a follow to Albert and Otto. And the first person to do that will get the code. How's that sound? Nice and easy for everybody? We don't have very complicated games here. We don't make you do difficult things. Well, maybe on Tuesday nights you guys make people do. These guys give away thousands and thousands of dollars of stuff on Tuesday nights.
That's true.
Here at TG Live.
Oh, okay.
That's a giant wolf. But if you guys go over on Twitter, follow Albert and Otto. Tell them that you found out about the game by, Twin Galaxies Live, and the first person to do that, I'll find you, and I'll make sure you guys get the code. And if you guys don't, and you didn't hear this, and you didn't stick around, then I'm sorry.
Then
we have,
you lose.
you know
You
what?
get nothing.
We have codes, and then I'll get a code, and then you'll get a code, and then we'll race to see who can beat the game first. So that's what we're gonna do.
It'll be me.
Neo, do you want to plug the Twitter in the chat? Let people know to follow Albert and Otto on Twitter, and then the first person to send them a tweet saying something nice about the game and the stream, they're gonna get the code. That's how we're gonna do it. Nice and simple. So Neo, do not go on your Twitter right now and say something, because I'm gonna know it's you, and I'm not gonna send you the code.
That's right. You cannot get the code. Now, I am going to shoot this wolf.
Albert and Otto. Just follow Albert and Otto
Whoa.
at Albert and Otto.
Back off.
So, all right, this is a sheep now. This is the first
Oh,
time.
here you go. We're going to feed the wolf.
Nick, explain this funny. No. Is that
No,
what we have to do?
Yeah, we have to.
No.
Yes, we must. Okay, hold on.
Well, you don't have to. You can close the game down. But if you want to,
Yeah, if you want to complete the game. Look, I'm sorry.
Don't
you
do it.
kind of.
It hangs at that sheep's.
Look at he's
Look at
begging
the
me.
screen.
He's begging. Oh, I didn't even want to give it up yet. Okay, I should probably go.
I'm glad that there's no blood there. Maybe that's not gonna get. Maybe that's not patched in yet.
Yeah, not yet. That was definitely a
not
design
yet.
choice.
I appreciate that choice.
Listen, I appreciate that I got to feed a sheep to a wolf.
That wasn't very nice.
It was very nice. And look, now I get to watch. I get to see the wolf devour the sheep if I want.
Not nice at all.
But now I'm gonna.
No, sheep get a really raw deal in this game, and I don't know why that is. People have asked me if I had some childhood trauma with sheep, but I don't know.
Oh, look at this! Another sheep that I get to use. Listen, look at this.
But I mean, it's better than like a golden axe, or Final Fight meat with a bone through it. It's just you just randomly come across meat with a bone on the middle of your street.
Come with me, little sheep. You will be cooked.
Oh, there's no way.
Oh, there must be. Come on now.
You can't cook it.
You must be able to.
What does that sign say?
It's. Can you read it?
I think that's got to be
Look
German,
what
right?
you've done!
That has to be German.
It
Yeah,
must
it's
be.
German. It says no swimming.
I see.
Well, you didn't follow the sign.
You were the one.
You didn't follow. It said no swimming, and you jumped into the water.
I didn't. I was trying to read the sign. And look at what you've done.
So, are you originally from Germany? Is that why there's Germany?
No, not at all. I was in Heidelberg, where they used to in Germany, where they used to do experiments on people back in the day. It's a little town. It's got a little forest that looks much like this, what you're seeing now, and I just got inspired by it.
All right. Now the sheep must pay
But yeah,
for what he's done.
Someone earlier was made a mention of your accent. Where is your accent from?
Oh, it's from all over the place. I've been. I was born in Serbia, but then I moved to Zimbabwe in Africa. That's where I grew up. Yeah, and then the last 12 years of my life, I've been living in South Africa. So it's a bit of a mixture of everything, I guess.
That is that's definitely a mix, Serbian.
Yeah, and now I'm getting a bit of American here. So
how's New York treating you?
It's different to different to South Africa for sure. It's really loud. It's really cramped, but you know I love it. I love it here.
Well, we are glad that you are in America now making games because we can claim this game is now an American game.
That's right.
This is our game from America.
That's right. We did this.
Who's asking? Is this the Twitter? Oh yeah, that's our Twitter.
Yep.
Somebody's saying in the comments. Yeah, that's the one.
Well, first what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook the sheep.
That's it. All right. So,
See, cooking the sheep is a very important part for all you people.
are you cooking it?
Yeah, totally unnecessary for me to do so. You don't have to do it, but definitely am cooking the sheep. And then watch, you'll see this. Once the sheep has been cooked, let me just, I have to be able to pick it up. Okay.
Is its tongue hanging out?
Yeah, its tongue's hanging out. I appreciate that. It's attention to detail right there.
It's terrible. All right, so we got about.
That's not terrible.
You are just terrible.
Listen, when
That's
sheep
not
die,
terrible.
that's what happens.
This is wonder what it sounds like when sheep
got it.
cry.
It sounds
So
like.
we have about 5 minutes left
with the barbed
in
wire.
today's broadcast. If you're just joining us or you're at the tail end, or you haven't heard me say it already, that's Nik Kostik, the creator and the designer and the everything. KBROS, right? Is that what you guys go by, you and your brother?
Yeah, that's right.
KBROS. That's awesome. I really like. I have an older brother myself who takes care of me as well, or has taken care of me, and it's really cool that you guys are working together and are friends. And I imagine have some arguments like my brother and I do, but
Some.
all that hard work has paid off in this awesome Albert and Otto, which I could not believe was your very first game. That's just remarkable.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Everybody out there in the world, you can pick this game up on Steam October 28th for $4.99. I don't think it gets better than that. It's on Mac and PC, and you can follow at Albert and Otto for updates about the game. It's going to have 4 total episodes. That's the plan. They're all going to be polished, and if they're as polished as this, then they're all going to be amazing. This is lots of fun. Kyle, you like it?
Yes, I like it, and I'm stuck on a puzzle right now.
And Kyle's been stuck on puzzles for the last hour.
No, no puzzle has taken me longer than 2 seconds, 5 seconds.
So are you excited for the 28th, Nick? Are you? I'm sure the community has already told you how excited they are on Steam and on the forums, but
Yeah,
you're just waiting for that day.
Yeah, I'm super excited just to release it. You know, when you've been working on something for a year, you just want it out there. You know, it's like having a baby, like being pregnant. You just want it out. You know.
And
Just want to be done.
right now, Kyle and I are the doctors. We're feeling in.
Not that I
We're
know
reaching
what
up.
it's like to be pregnant, but
We're touching the baby right now. 2 days before
Yeah.
it's gonna come out.
We've gone in. You know,
It's gonna get
I see. I'm
awkward.
supposed to burn down the trees. That's why the
There
fire
we
was.
go.
So you know what that means? That means you have to kill the sheep.
I guess you
The
do.
sheep must
Yeah.
be killed.
So fire, you know what I love when you're playing a game and you discover a new puzzle element like that. It's like a new power. You're like, oh, maybe
Absolutely.
now I actually understand. There's barbed wire.
Whoa.
Kyle, you've reached an interesting point in this game.
Yes, I have. This is gonna be a very interesting place to leave people dangling.
Yes, this is where
For
we're gonna
sure.
leave people because we had woods, we had sheep, we had a wolf, nature mostly, right?
Yeah. Now we're moving into what seems to be
Murderous crows,
Yeah, the
Osgang.
Osgang.
And now we've stumbled upon something very interesting in
me
this
that.
game. You got to figure out how to get that. Don't go for it. No.
What
You
about
got to
that
figure out how to
one?
get that.
I know. I probably need something more. No. See, I
man.
need the thing.
Yeah.
What you don't see, Nick. What you're not understanding about this game is that I need the thing. See, look, because Otto is his own power source. So I go.
There we
Auto
go.
is a power source.
Yes,
You can power things. How do you get that though?
I gotta do this.
You got struck by lightning. Don't.
Yeah. See, when I kept saying plot,
Yeah.
plot, it's because there was plot going on, and you weren't listening.
I wasn't listening.
You weren't listening.
It's not my strong suit. Talking is I like to talk about me, and awesome games like Albert and Otto. Nick, we have about a minute left.
Yeah, give us some
Cool.
some last words, some final words.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for having me. I don't know. I'm not not much good with last words, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed this and how it looks, there's definitely more to come. There's I don't know, you guys are not even halfway here. So yeah, go and get the game, support the game, and there'll be a lot more awesome content.
Yeah, there's not just gonna be a lot more from this game. There's gonna be 4 episodes. It's $5, guys.
Yeah.
$4.99. Don't be cheap out there, Twitch users. You guys give $5 to people who have really bad channels, and you give
That's
it
right.
to them
That's
monthly.
accurate.
So give $5 to this game and play it. And there's gonna be more coming. But I'm most excited about, outside of the game, is what we're gonna get in the future from Nik Kostik, because his first game, and this is amazing, there's gonna be more to come just from you in general, I feel, for years and years. And I appreciate
I
it,
hope
Nick.
so.
I appreciate it, Nick. You have a very awesome future ahead of you. And so everybody, head to Albert and Otto. Thank you, Nick, for joining us, and stay tuned to Twin Galaxies Live.
You can't believe it even after you see it. The way Tim plays this nibbler game.
Honestly, I haven't talked about it for record for years. I don't like blowing my own horn, I guess. First time I saw Nibbler, I walked in the arcade down at Twin Galaxies. What's the big deal? He's got 700 million. Well, it doesn't matter what he's got. When he's done, I'll just wipe it off anyway.
There are millions of people that can't score 10,000.
The billion on Nibbler was one of the 7 summits.
First billion-point game was going to take place.
Like Everest, you knew it could be climbed.
10 million to go, half hour to get there.
Highest score ever recorded on any video game ever.
I can't believe I'm going to get it.
1 billion points on Nibbler.
He got 1 billion points on Nibbler. What the is Nibbler?
Tim was coming out of retirement.
He's the big guy. Is he still a big guy?
I don't like to brag, but I don't think there's a player in the world that could have beat me.
Video game players have a somewhat inflated ego.
Who's the best player? I am. Am I making this shit up? No. Is this the way we do things around here? Yeah. You're out of line.
Oh.
Dwayne is just a natural.
I'm gonna go for 1 billion. Want to see what it looks like.
I want to prove that I can do it again.
The new age of athleticism.
My husband's gonna wipe the floor with him.
Let's do